Now, wow, my country people, President Tinubu in UK for state visit. It's like this our master strategy president. Now, every time he go on state visit, official trip, neither they need to they pay them, they touch them, they support them. Because everything for Wakana, no any. The last time for Turkey, we think say na because of the coat of arms, sorry, parachute or blazers, so we now make Turkish president need to support. Now for UK, King Charles, about 77 years, Nigeria president, they say 74. But then again, we thank God, there is God. For every age declaration where we they give, there is God. God day. Nigerian leaders, old age is not a crime. Old age no be offense. Allow yourself opportunity to rest and let the country move forward. The personal physical stamina needed to lead a country like this is quite an experience. If he didn't day, he didn't day. And unfortunately, international community, a big global stage, no be like for home, where your ADC go nearly won't use cloth to back presidents. They give close marking because everything now packaging. For international stage, waiting the on ground, night go display for the Nigerian leaders. President Bola Tinubu, the master strategy president, waiting on a hope to achieve from this state visit. No amount of international validation we will not seek will make up for your incompetence and failure as leaders in this country. If you do well for your people, you don't need all of this paparazzi, because waiting when I travel go do there is just a charade. Unfortunately, you go see people where go stand, they shout on when a mandate you shall collapse. The most unfortunate set of people now Nigerians will live overseas, where still they support bad governments for home. APC they make noise as they say that they drive for this thing carriage of the British monarch, because everything where they go to do there is just paparazzi for photo ops. And I go tell you why. What exactly be the thing where they hope to achieve from this state visit where they go for UK? So let us imagine, say you don't outline, say from your engagement you hope to sign bilateral agreements in power, in energy, in finance, in security, in health, and all of that. Waiting be the need of the bunch of invalids and clowns where they pack as government officials where go for that place. All the governors plus senior president plus ministers where they waiting be the thing where they go do there. Let us imagine, for example, say okay, they needed there because they want to sign some bilateral agreements. Take Ministry of Finance, for example. The Minister for Finance, Wale Edun, Minister for State Finance, Taiwo Yedele, whenever even reach 1 week, a bit 2 weeks in office, himself, he did there. When it comes to security, Minister for Defense, the National Security Advisor is there, and the President is even Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, he too is there. In a country where we say a day before the President come out on this charade where they go so, there were multiple explosions in a state in Borno that is supposed to be home state of Vice President, but the President is there with almost all top security officials. Waiting be the document where they want sign, where one person no fit go there. Unfortunately, Ori Buruku Lenshi. Oh, she Lenshi, because the team where they go there to go do not to take picture, make they see when they for Windsor Castle, make they say this one's the day with the president. Now make someone go. Every governor Mpita Mba for Enugu, all of una go pack go there because Ori Buruku Lenshi, Oshi Lenshi. It is not about governance, it is about photo ops. It is about seeking international invalidation to make up for your failures, incompetence, and cluelessness back home. Shame on you, Nigerian leaders. I hope say as una they go there, when I go tell the British Prime Minister, say the country where you come from a day before you left to that his state visit, so there was bomb explosion in the home state of the Vice President. President go UK, the Vice President himself go Anambra for inauguration of second term of Soludo. To ask the British Prime Minister, say you sir, Kestama, if there is explosion in your home, in any part of your country, and you have a foreign trip, will you cut it short or you will leave your home and go for that trip? Ori Buruku Pro Max night una they do. Share when I go tell the British monarch, say the country where you come from, so you remove oil subsidy about 3 years ago. You know it accounts for the money, yet your people have no access to power. But you, as the president, you have removed the presidential villa to put on another source of energy because you know say national grid cannot power you. I hope say when I go tell all of them, so that you go compare the thing where when they go do there with the notes and the reality on ground of what you have in the country. Shame on you, Nigerian leaders. You are amongst human beings most miserable. Opportunities where go come where we say you can use to sign engagement to better the lives of your people. For una, it is about psychophancy, it is about propaganda, now about optics. That is why you are ready to hire people to go stand, they shout on the mandate, they shall collapse. Ori Buruku Lenshi, Oshi Lenshi, all of the trip to show you that Nigerian leaders are just a bunch of clowns. We don't even know how many people remain for country where they call government officials. In a country where, as of today, Global Terrorism Index don't release reports, Nigeria has gone up to 4th most terrorized country in the world. Yet more than how many government officials don't pack themselves go there. Calculate the money that is used to carry all of these clowns to that place. Keep them side by side with the amount of foreign investment you will get out of this trip, and let us know the kind of wastages we have in government. Nigeria does not have a revenue problem. We have a criminality problem. The country is managed by a bunch of invalids who have no business in public office. Master Strategy President APC Federal Affliction. Let me remind you once again, if you think saying love now make the invite you go on state visits, the validation you seek in international community will not make up for incompetence and failure in governance in your home state. If you are beholden to the people and you do well, you don't even need international community to tell you are a leader. Your people will remind you that you are their leader and they love you. But if he didn't, they didn't. Nigerians, shine your eye and prepare, mobilize for 2027, because this is just a waste of time and a waste of human life. We call have a few actions you can take. Tender an apology to Nigerians for your failure in leadership. Resign from office and cancel every ambition to contest election in 2027. Or commit to between now and 2027, your focus go be to ensure say Nigeria not disintegrate between now and 2027. Conduct free and fair elections and allow Nigeria to move forward. Because, Mr. President, the condition of Nigeria today now say, Tinubu, let my people go. Tinubu and APC, let Nigeria go. Pharaoh, let my people go. And Nigerians, if Pharaoh does not want to let you go, you must mobilize and strategize to rescue yourself, because everybody is in trouble. Mr. President, how many lives of Nigerians are worth your personal ambition? President Tinubu, how many innocent citizens need to die, be kidnapped, go into suffering before you realize you lack the capacity to protect lives or the competence to govern? Mr. President, if the people where they around you no go tell you the truth, if they are holding you from knowing the truth, you should find a way of knowing the truth, because you should know. Your government is not just a bad government. APC is an affliction. It is a curse. It has become a plague upon Nigerians. This is the SI unit of monumental failure. Nigeria exists now so that other countries can learn how not to govern their nations. What you have provided for Nigeria is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. And if you could tell Jonathan to resign when things were way better, then what are you also waiting for to resign? How many lives of innocent Nigerians are worth your personal ambition? In 2023, you say, Egbe kini iwa enyin lokan, ko si problem. INEC ti gbe wa o, oya baba, show working now for where? 2 years and counting, going to 3 years. Because if he didn't day, he didn't day. The only plan was just to hijack, to take it and grab it. Power that is meaningless and useless to the people. Everyday shedding of innocent blood. Since the night where INEC decided to announce results for nights when human beings were sleeping, the whole country wake up. It was like a day of mourning, including people where they announced the winner and no fit celebrate their victory. How you go celebrate victory where they announce for nights when human beings they sleep? Since that day, it has been mourning and tragedy for Nigerians. This wasting of innocent life. When will you also hold your conscience and say, let me allow this country to move forward? Country that has given you so much opportunity. A former governor, former senator, former national leader. You don't even become commander-in-chief as president, with, in spite of all the record, your wife, former senator. Waiting else Nigeria go do for una before una go allow this country to make progress. Mr. President, make una get conscience for once and let this nation, more than 200 million lives being held ransom because of one person's ambition. It is a shame. Your own age, Daniel Bola, when he been the PDP before now, the dancer just won the mandate, they shall collapse. He said that even if they give Tinubu the next 30 years, they cannot change anything. And that is the reality on ground. If the people around you will not tell you the truth, you should know the truth, President Tinubu. You cannot be commander-in-chief that they kill military, kill police, kill civilian. This is the first time we see this open show of shame and criminality. So-called military, a big terrorist peace deal. Terrorists that they get boldness past even military officers. And you call yourself commander-in-chief, and they say this is a sovereign nation. Sovereign nation where the commander-in-chief, they share sovereignty with non-terrorists. It is a tragedy of a nation. Mr. President, because those people where they criticize, they call make government good. DSS know how to come, start to they look for us. Our own fear is not death, it's living a life of cowardice. As long as we are speaking the truth, me, this Nigeria, I not die here, I live here. I will live up to a good old age, and this country must work in my lifetime. People like you must give way. The government and politicians like you, who have become mundane and have nothing to offer the country, must move so that this
this country can make progress. What exactly is the ambition? What is it worth? How many more Nigerians should die before we realize that you should make a sacrifice and resign from office or give way for competent leadership to move this nation forward? Mr. President, this is a humble advice to you. Take it from a concerned youth. People who criticize you do not hate you. We do not love human beings more than we love the country. 200 million lives at stake for one person's ambition. It cannot work. It is either you resign, commit to free and fair election in 2027. If all the energy you use to play politics, to move every politician into your party, if you invested it into governance, maybe you would have achieved a little. But unfortunately, you can only fail where there was a plan to succeed. Here, there was no plan to succeed. It was just to take power that is useless. Mr. President, you can resign. You can cancel your ambition for 2027. Commit to free and fair election and let Nigeria go. Pharaoh, let my people go. People, if Pharaoh will not let you go, ensure you let yourself go. This level of shedding of innocent blood cannot be sustained. This is a tragedy of a nation. Every day, bad news. Every day, tragedy. Waiting.
My country people, I greet you now. So we are making progress within security under this government in Nigeria. Bold steps. Yes. Yesterday, suicide bombers attacked Maiduguri, about 2 locations. One, they say in front of by the Monday market, and the other one by the gates of University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital. More than 20 people killed, more than 100 persons injured. But today, Master Strategy President, they travel go United Kingdom for state visits. The spokesperson to Tinubu Bayo Nonuga, where they run their mouth, he put out statements, not be to acknowledge the killings wey happen for Borno State, not to wish happy birthday to Governor of Enugu State where they do birthday because Ori Buruku Lenshe. Ha! Master Strategy government, Ori Buruku Tikpojuo. So Master Strategy President Bola Tinubu and all progressive cause and affliction government, under una strategic leadership and bold progressive reform, insecurity don't reach this level of suicide bomber. Not just this one, no. The level where we say terrorists not only they attack civilians for Nigeria, but constantly and steady attack military formations. Within the past how many weeks, Nigeria don't lose more than 3 abi how many senior military officers, and we know they fight war with another country. The all progressive affliction government. May God give Nigerians the courage to deliver themselves. This same insecurity, that is why they go talk, say the evil that men do no longer goes after them. If they walk side by side with them. APC federal affliction. This insecurity where we not politicize under Jonathan. Instead of people to come together to work with the government to see how to end it, when the government was sincere about ending insecurity, we not turn them to issue of politics because we not want come into power. The same thing we not do with issue of fuel subsidy. Not even our statement to today we not day into power. The entire country is a theater of war and blood, because these are videos of a former Borno State lawmaker where they confess how under Jonathan government bring mercenaries to fight insecurity within a space of less than how many months. They won't wipe out the whole Boko Haram and terrorists for Borno State. He said the mercenaries, they go sit down with technology, they go map out the place where the criminals and terrorists they know the weapons where they get, they go there, take them out, take pictures of before and after. But due to una personal greed and selfishness and una personal interest, una talk say the thing no work, una scatter everything. Today you have gotten into office and the entire country is a theater of blood. Shame on you, Nigerian government. Shame on you, Nigerian leaders. You are amongst human beings most miserable. That is why when I go get mine 2027 campaign, when I know they talk of how to talk about results achieved, though it is about recycling promises. After 4 years in government, you still they make promises because when I know say the Uriburuku will be when courage, it is how you go rig election through INEC. Nigerians, this one no be to talk again, no. Now the way you stand, night cameraman will snap you. All Nigerians must wake up and say enough. You want to put value on human life. The thing where we know say we truly deserve, which is good government, which is security, which is prosperity, we must mobilize, come out and take it. This one not be the one where they do of taking it, grabbing it, snatching it to run with it, and they don't know what to do with them. No. This one, you will take good leadership in your best interest to secure your life and to ensure that this country belongs to all of us. Let there be equality and justice. If not, Any person in Nigeria today where they talk to you about how to support APC is an enemy to your life, because this is textbook definition of how not to govern a country. Amongst failures, this government will stand out, and at the thing where they go, they shout, say, Bola on your mandate, Bola on your mandate, una go collapse. President's son go come out, Tinubu go say that the place where his father is driving the country to, it is places that have never been seen before. You are right, sir. Mr. Tinubu, you are very correct. The place where your papa they drive Nigeria, they go so nobody don't see him before, but we take go back and make it press break. Make it drop us for this bus stop. We don't do. Make I come down. Make the country come down, because we never even carry us go the bus stop where we not pick us from. Oh. Let alone to say to make progress. If this is the place where they drive us, they go so I beg, we no want to see the other destination. I take go beg you, make it no go further again, make we come down. Nigerians, shine your eye. Nigerians, wake up. This is not a time for anybody to say, oh, you don't give up on country. As far as we dare here, you can become a victim of a system you chose to ignore. We must get better leadership to protect our lives. We not be criminals, we not be thieves. What we are demanding is a better country. It is not a crime. Shame on you, APC federal afflictions. This one, they are helpless in their own corruption. They are neck deep where we say only the Nigerian people can deliver themselves. Suicide bombing in Maiduguri, president they travel. Presidential spokesman, they wish happy birthday, because the lives of Nigeria is less and less valuable than even animals. May God give this country grace to deliver themselves. My name is Peter for Nigeria. What a country. What a tragedy of... Fellow Nigerians, my country people, there is serious problem. Wahala day. I know say problem plenty for Nigeria, but to solve all those other problems, if we no fit solve this one, then they don't carry us go where we no know. If all of us continue to sit down, they look, keep quiet and do nothing, the way this government they go, by 2027, there may be no serious opposition political party on the ballot. There may be no opposition political party on the ballot with INEC. Only opposition parties controlled by the ruling party. Wait, tomorrow when I go here, say this one adopt this one adopt this one. Nigerians, they want to deregister ADC. The same way where they don't destroy PDP, Labour, they cut this one, all the issues, they don't turn to ADC now. Master Strategy President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sir, must everybody in Nigeria belong to one political party? Is there a democracy that does not have opposition? What exactly is the reason why opposition political parties will not be allowed to breathe in Nigeria? For you people to come into power as APC, was there no ruling party PDP at the time? You, President Bola Tinubu, you been there ACN, Buhari been there CPC. They allow when I come together, you had a merger. Today, you are ruling party. The then ruling party no kill opposition. But today, as the one who been the opposition don't become ruling party, he say make no opposition survive again. So that is why this constant assault and attack. Today, we get FCT minister where they sit down for APC cabinet, but he there for PDP. All of these shenanigans to ensure, say, INEC go do the hatchet job to coronate and crown incompetent and incapacitated leaders, even without an election. We say no. Unless when they play say by 2027 there should be no election, because everybody in Nigeria must not belong to one political party. Master Strategy President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, rein in on your staff or people for your government where don't take them upon themselves to ensure say they go destroy your position. Chief of Staff to Tinubu, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, Mr. Nana Igbokwe, Mr. Leke Babajide, make una remove una monkey hand from the pot of soup before it turns into human hand. Though. Allow opposition political party to breathe. No party where gets this level of political gladiators for their party supposed to fear any opposition. Will not get more than 30 governors on the mandate which they shall collapse. National Assembly don't turn to APC town hall. It's a daycare for APC. Judiciary on the mandate. INEC is the unofficial member standing on the mandate which shall collapse. You control police, DSS, the entire law enforcement and military, waiting on the fear opposition party for again. Why are you still afraid of free and fair election after controlling every institution? The only thing the people need, it is an option for them to also choose. The one way say no go come here, make it choose for this one. Share all of us must lie down for the same bed. Is leadership by force? Leadership should be by choice. The strongest of dictators have an end. If you don't leave power, power will leave you. There was Nigeria before APC and there will be Nigeria after APC. Let opposition political parties breathe. This will not be only one into even the APC. Even when our opposition party leaders, ADC, when I better sit up and do what you need to do. Nigerians will not take any shenanigans so that tomorrow they go say people where they vote for this party, court give judgment, say they did not have this, they did not have everything that is a legal battle. Sort it out. Make una sort them out. Tag every ADC member. Everybody should come outside and begin to talk and put a spotlight. The ruling party should not weaponize judiciary against opposition political parties. Nigerians have a right to choose. All of us must not belong to one political party. Make everybody contest the one way the people choose. Make it be leader. What is the problem? President Tinubu, na so ruling party been doing now when you do opposition. Ruling party not destroy you. Why do you want to destroy opposition in Nigeria? Let opposition breathe. And opposition, if they no one let you breathe, ensure that you go breathe. Opposition, you must wake up and ensure that you go breathe, because me, I must breathe. And we must have a choice in 2027, because Nigeria is our own. We no die here, we live here. My name is Peter for Nigeria. Everybody in Nigeria, come outside, make una put mouth. Registration, they go on there. They try to deregister ADC. They cut, they drag them here and there. Trying to ensure, say, ADC no go get credibility for 2027. It must not be allowed to stand. If we allow this level of corruption and criminality to continue, then we can foreclose Nigeria as a country or an emerging democracy. What is going on? Master Strategy President, call your people to order. Allow opposition to breathe. We no go gree, oh. We no go gree. Allow ADC, allow opposition, allow them to breathe. You been there opposition, nobody destroy you. Leave. City Boys Movement, so we're a convention. Can we now? City Boys Mandate. Bola on your mandate. Bola on your mandate. Una shakula. City Boys, nkabu nkanyi. Oriburuku banyi. Oloshis. Umuwanya no muwoko were. Dalono. GCK, my people go say Gafoli fan. Nigerians, when I see as village boys meet city boys yesterday for Were to get little stakeholder discussion to take what belong to them, you can learn 1 or 2 lessons. My country people, whether they like, make they gather city boys, township, Olosho, and all the people together. Make una stop to complain. They have 30 governors, they have this, they have that. You know what they don't have? They don't have the people. They no get the people. If to say Tinubu been spend the last 3 years to write a name for the heart of the people, to work for a better country, they no go need all of these shenanigans. So you know the 1 or 2 lessons where you go learn from village boys meeting with city boys. Nigerians, they think where you know say be your own, where be good government, so you no go sit down for house, get them. You will mobilize and come outside and take it. Now Tinubu himself, now in talk, say power is not served a la carte. You have to grab it, snatch it, and run with it. If you are ready to get a better government by 2027, Nigerians, stop to sit down, they complain, they get this, they get that. If you mobilize, come out and vote and protect your vote. You have the numbers and we have the capacity. And before 1 o'clock on election day, this bunch of highway political bandits will be chased out of government houses. What a bunch of shameless, greedy, self-serving charlatans calling yourself city whatever. Look at your outing. Look at the shenanigans of a government. So the plan be to make Nigerians poor and wretched and hopeless, so that by the time campaign reach, you even throw 1 sachet of Maggi for them, they go jump to the sky to they worship you. You should be amongst men most miserable and ashamed of yourself. APC federal affliction, you are evil personified. So they plan not to steal the money of the people. Then during campaign, you take part of them, start to they buy this. 1 party, 1 person, they share 3 bags of rice plus ororo for this thing to 1 person for campaign season. When I buy fridge, when I buy a grinding machine, buy this and that to riburuku where when they do. All these things when they give. Before APC come, how much was it was fridge? Before APC come, how much be the price of a grinding machine? Waiting be the price of bag of rice before when I carry when I riburuku come. If to say economy good, where be say people get work to do to save money, the fridge where when I give them now which light they go take to the plug them. The sewing machine be the grinding machine where when they share, so now where they go see money to buy fuel for 1,000 something so that they go put inside, because oriburuku lenche oshi lenche. If to say government they work and country good for 2026 Nigeria, they still they use bag of rice to do empowerment for people. If to say country they work and government good for country, where be giant of Africa, they still they use salt and gari and rice to empower human beings in 2026. What a pathetic bunch of criminals we call leaders in this country. Nigerians, they don't true see us finish. This APC federal afflictions when I don't see Nigeria finish. Nigerians, I call on everybody, village boys, village girls, village fathers, village mothers, village brothers and sisters, all of us, the thing where they don't reach to mobilize everybody to come out out and say, no, what rightfully belongs to us is good government. Let us take it. This bad market where they don't give them for city whatever to sell, this rotten garden egg of a mandate where they carry the waka, they go meet us for village to tell us what they want sell. So whether na insecurity, whether na criminality, corruption, poverty and hunger, the thing where they give una to come sell out of your greed and selfishness, una go meet us to sell them to us. Una remember that song where Father this person sing, he say, great things shall happen when you call on Jesus' name. Oh, for 2027 it go be, great things go happen when we vote and defend votes. When we come out to vote, I next staff we say there is no network to transmit result electronically. Hey, now that time you go know the meaning of that song. You they do wonder, say, hi neck, you go see wonder, eh? We go turn your life around, give you a brand news. High neck, you go see one. Nigerians, wake up and mobilize. Stop to fear waiting, they fear you. If you want good government and you know you deserve good leadership, we must wake up, mobilize, go out and get it. Tinubu na bad market, you know if you put them for show glass. City boys, this bad market, you na carry go hook una for neck. Your time is up, APC federal affliction. You are amongst leaders most miserable. DJ, play me flavor. Oh.
And as I keep saying, Tinubu is the modern day Afonja in Yoruba land, and he will destroy, because for his sake, the Yoruba race will be in a very serious mess unless they abandon that idiot now. I call him an idiot with every reason in the world. A fool, a certificate forging criminal, a drug pusher in Chicago. Go and do your research on Tinubu. A drug pusher, a kleptomaniac extraordinaire, a thief of unimaginable, a living rogue, a stealing machine. All of you were there during election. Bank bullion van that used to carry money went to his house. All of us said, Jagabana must go. A thief. He's also a murderer. He was instrumental in the slaughter of young Nigerian youths at your so-called Lekki toll gate. Have you all forgotten? Black people. And as I keep saying, Tinubu is the modern day Afonja in Yoruba land, and he will destroy, because for his sake, the Yoruba race will be in a very serious mess unless they abandon that idiot now. I call him an idiot with every reason in the world. A fool, a certificate forging criminal, a drug pusher in Chicago. Go and do your research on Tinubu. A drug pusher, a kleptomaniac extraordinaire, a thief of unimaginable, a living rogue, a stealing machine. All of you were there during election. Bank bullion van that used to carry money went to his house. All of us said, Jagabana must go. A thief. He's also a murderer. He was instrumental in the slaughter of young Nigerian youths at your so-called Lekki toll gate. Have you all forgotten? Black people. And as I keep saying, Tinubu is the modern day Afonja in Yoruba land, and he will destroy, because for his sake, the Yoruba race will be in a very serious mess unless they abandon that idiot now. I call him an idiot with every reason in the world. A fool, a certificate forging criminal, a drug pusher in Chicago. Go and do your research on Tinubu. A drug pusher, a kleptomaniac extraordinaire, a thief of unimaginable, a living rogue, a stealing machine. All of you were there during election. Bank bullion van that used to carry money went to his house. All of us said, Jagabana must go. A thief. He's also a murderer. He was instrumental in the slaughter of young Nigerian youths at your so-called Lekki toll gate. Have you all forgotten? Black people. And they will turn the truth upside down. And you think we're going to tolerate that rubbish? We would all rather die than allow Fulani to take our land from us. I'm telling you, before God and man, it can never happen. It cannot happen. We will turn this world upside down. They will see something they've not seen before. All of you were there. You are claiming you are human beings. You claim you have brain. They are busy replacing your leaders, giving you idiots that will support them. Exactly what Afonja did in Kwara State, in Ilorin, the same thing they are doing. Some of you, you read history, but you don't make meaning. You don't make any meaning out of it. black people, and you wonder why Africa is poor. You wonder why black people are poor and wretched all over the world. By some few individualized brilliance, so to say, we would have been lower than animals. I'm telling you this. Have you not seen it? All over the world, are we doing well anywhere? All around the world, is that not the truth? Is that not the truth? Even those who are doing well, a white person gave them the opportunity to do well. A white person gave them the space to do well. Are you telling me if it were to be Africa that even forget about his limitations and idiocy, do you think someone like Obama could have come out to become a president in Africa? Anywhere? I'm asking you. Look at all the idiots you have in Africa. That's the heads of state. Do you think they can improve your lives? Look at the idiots you have as journalists. Do you think they can improve your life? Do you think so? They cannot improve your lives. And that is what we are here to preach, to tell you the truth. All the years of lies against. Remember, after the war, Igbo man, this Igbo man, that, Biafra, no to Biafra. You are secessionists. You want to divide us. We are doing it in order to lure you into a false sense of hope, to show you an enemy that doesn't exist in order to conquer you. Remember, they said they were together with Yoruba. All of us are in this thing together. We are fighting the Igbos. We are fighting Biafra. They are secessionists. They want to secede. They want to break our country. They were saying, but today they are in Yoruba land, killing Yoruba people. The same people that told you, Igbo man is your problem, Biafra is your, they are in your land killing you. Why? When are you people going to reason? When are you going to reason? And understand that everything about Fulani is a pack of lies. I heard that girl called Kadira Ahmed. She was saying, this is how we started in Rwanda. It was a hate speech. Hate speech. You people are carrying out hate action with your AK-47, your Janjaweed rapists. You call them headsmen and Mietiala. Can't you see it? When people rise up to respond, you are claiming that there is hate speech. That was how it started in Rwanda. When Fulani was slaughtering people, raping their way through the middle belt, coming to the south, did you say anything? The answer is no. Never said anything. Fulani, you think you're smart. You people think you're very smart. Because you control the media, you have access to central bank, you can do whatever you like, because you were there when that idiot, the dead buffoon, the dead idiot called Buhari, was in power. Unfortunately, put in power by the Yoruba people. Yoruba put him in power. You have seen what you've gotten for it. You have not seen it? Why won't I speak the truth? Anybody who knows who I am knows I speak the truth always, and I damn the consequences. Because nothing will happen. Let heaven fall. You were campaigning for Buhari. You were warned. You are digging your grave. You did not listen. You did not listen. Now they have gone to Yoruba land. They want to take over Yoruba land with terrorists. And then they face Eastern Security Network with the army. That's what they want to do. It's a very simple game plan. What they have done, they have bribed every media house in the world has gotten nothing less than $50 million. Suppress the news with the help of Britain so they can come and kill us. So you don't know that? That's what they want to do. They want to reduce world population. And the more black people dies in Africa, the better for them. Don't you understand? Are you people that stupid you cannot reason? Look at Fulani driving cattle, playing with your brain to claim you went to school. All these idiots in the south that claim they went to school, they are learned. One idiot said, my wife is from Fulani, I am married from Fulani, I am Igbo, my girlfriend is from Yoruba. Because of that, I don't want me to, as if he's a fool. Are you telling me that if you are a so-called Nigerian and you marry somebody from Rwanda, you must be in the same country with Rwanda? And it's a simple question. I don't know what is wrong with black Ndisyoji. I don't know what is wrong with them. I know that sometimes animals can be foolish, but there is a foolishness in black people I cannot even begin to fathom. What am I trying to say? For Christ's sake, who created Nigeria? Is it a black man? I don't understand why people are talking about unity of something they did not create. Their grandfathers never created. Nobody made it. A drunken white woman and a lover. gave you a name that is worse than Lucifer. And all of you are jumping up and down. You want somebody like Nnamdi Kanu to have regard for you. When you are when you behave like when a baboon is better than you. You cannot reason. Black people, you cannot reason. Some of you think you are educated, you think you're smart, you think you're learned, you think you can reason very well, but you cannot. You can't reason very well. I asked this question before, let me ask it again. Black people, you brought your inferiority, this inferiority complex you feel, you brought it upon yourself. That your suffering is your fault, not the fault of anybody. Can somebody travel from Obomosho? Can you travel from Ife? Can you travel from Benin? Can you travel from Okigwe? Can you travel from Guzo? Can you travel from Nasarawa to Europe and go and create a country for them? A simple question. No idiot can answer it. A simple question. Can you go to Europe and create a country for them? A simple question. But a European man can travel all the way from Europe and come into my land and tell me that Iguacha is now Port Harcourt. And you idiots will be calling it Port Harcourt. Do you see how foolish you are? Do you see how foolish black people are? Yogi, what is wrong with you people that you cannot reason? Fulani will come down with AK-47 in broad daylight, killing you in broad daylight. They turn around and say, oh, leave us to stay. But a few weeks ago, you told us these were foreigners. You people are crazy, honestly, this UG. Black people. Shy, God forbid. I don't know how I met this people. I don't know how I met them. This UG, God forbid. In broad daylight, they want to change the narrative. They came to my house to kill me. Yesterday was my parents' memorial. As a result, my parents are dead. I lost 28 men in my house, in my compound. Everybody saw the video. They saw that army came to kill me in that same country, in that same zoo. They are peddling the false narrative that I jumped bail. And some people are even listening to them. A journalist, a Yoruba woman, is talking such rubbish. The world has gone crazy. There are no good people in the world anymore. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, look at how Fulani is playing ping pong with our brain. You brought cattle into my farm. You raped my mother. You abducted my sister. You killed my father in a farm. And I'm telling you, you can no longer stay in that farm anymore. You're a terrorist and you're a murderer. And you turn around and tell me, everybody has right to be everywhere. Did I not warn you before? That is what they will say. They will bring Britain in. And I'm warning Yorubas today. They will come to your land. They will take your forest. Britain will step in and tell you, you are all Nigerians. And I'm telling you, that one Nigeria you were defending before is going to kill you. It will kill you. One Nigeria. One Nigeria. They are building their settlement in your forest. Under one, because they are Nigerians, you cannot ask them to go. Britain will come and tell you, oh, but where do you want them to go? Where do you want them to go? Then you are all Nigerians. Live in peace. Multi-ethnicity, multiculturalism, multi-rubbish. And then you are all gone and your land is finished. Anybody preaching one Nigeria is a demented animal. Anybody who says, oh, let us try and save the world, that person is a fool. I challenge them to a debate anytime, any day. I will demolish them. What did Shoyinka say? Shoyinka said, the war has come to us. I want to play it for you so you will understand what I'm saying. People don't actually reason or think properly. These are defenders of one Nigeria. It was Shoyinka that helped to bring that idiot called Buhari into power in the first place. Although the baboon is dead. Shoyinka was, when we were telling him, he was speaking grammar. English, and both those with meaning and those without meaning. After all that grammar, what happened? I want to play for you what the man said. I want to play so you can listen and reason very well. Exactly what I said many years ago. They said he's a warmonger. He's mongering for war. What he's saying is not true. He did not say the war. If you had seen the war, because I did not say the war, I should die as a slave in the zoo. I want to play that the world may listen. These are the so-called intelligentsia intellectual. At the end of the day, behind all this grammar is emptiness. There is nothing in it. Absolutely nothing. That is devoid of common sense. When we were telling them, they said no. Now listen, please, very, very, very carefully. Listen.
So what do they expect of us now?
Who are us?
Now that this war is on our doorstep. Of course they have.
What did he say? Soyinka, Wole Soyinka, a Nobel laureate, said, the war is on our doorstep. Who brought the war? People in this, how do you even listen? Who brought the war that Bola Ahmed is talking about? He was in his house. And, you know, he likes a bit of cucumber and carrot and cabbage for salad. You know, those of us that have boarded aircraft before, we like a bit of salad. You know, so in your back garden, you put carrots, you know, salad in your backyard. His carrot was clashing with the Fulani cattle. They came and they ate his carrot and his cabbage. And he's speaking English. He's saying that they brought the war to my house. Who brought the war? I want to ask Yoruba people working for Facebook, those of you idiots and channels, I want to ask you, who brought the war to Soyinka's compound? Fulani headsmen, Mietiala. And all of you are there dancing around the truth. When you see the truth, you keep massaging, romancing lies. What did Soyinka tell BBC?
So what do they expect of us now? Now that this war is on our doorstep. Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, you know, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our...
We are going to become what? Slaves in our own land, according to Soyinka. Was this not what I was saying since, God knows when, 2012, 2013? He's a warmonger. Go and get Nnamdi Kanu, he's a warmonger, he's a terrorist, he ban him, do this, do this. The same people. The same intellectuals. Because the intellectuals are those from the East. Have you heard him? Have you heard him? He never saw these things coming until Fulani Mietiala cattle started to eat his cabbage and his lettuce. Salad. When he got up in the morning, he could no longer make salad. There was no carrot, nothing. He started complaining. They have brought the war to me. The same thing we were saying, and they said castigate, hang them, kill them, shoot them at sight. This is what I call the idiocy of a one Nigerianist. I have never seen anybody championing or defending the cause of one Nigeria that is correct mentally. For you to come out to defend one Nigeria, it means your brain is not okay. Your brain is not correct. Your brain is not correct. Let us listen to him a bit more, please, so you can hear and understand what he's saying.
So what do they expect of us now? Now that this war is on our doorstep. Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, you know, we're all going to become, if we're not already, slaves in our own land. That for me is personally intolerable. It's not an acceptable condition. And whatever it takes, I stand ready to contribute in any way. And I've made my government understand this. You know, we are here not just to live, but to live in dignity. Right now, our dignity is being rubbished. My forest has been taken over. It's been shrinking. My normal hunting grounds, yes, it's been shrinking. My family tells me that if I go in depth again, they will have me institutionalized.
What would you be expecting from the president?
Are you listening to Wole Soyinka? At least white people listen to him. He's a Nobel laureate. They listen to him. He is saying, if we are not already slaves in our land, what did I tell you people many years ago? What did I tell you only last month? You will become slaves in your own land. As you're busy looking at one Nigeria, busy considering 2023, your land is going. Your land is going. You're following Tinubu, your land is going. Chai, but black people, may Elohim have mercy upon you people. I'm telling you. That now you understand why they were telling lies against IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra, Igbo. Have you now seen the reason? Because the Fulani is very clever. They know only these people can fight them. Only the East can fight them. Only the East can, I'm telling you, to be honest with you. Only us can fight is the truth. It doesn't matter how jealous you get. That is your business. Only the East can stop the Janjaweed. They went to the Middle Belt. They convinced them before the war in 1967. Igbo man is your problem. Hey, Igbo man is your problem. Oh, can't you see what they're doing? Today, Middle Belt is gone. They are slaves. When a respected Yoruba academic in his father's compound is telling you that my own forest has been taken over by Fulani, tell me why a Yoruba person will be working for Facebook or Channels TV or Punch and suppressing the truth. Just explain that to me. I want to understand. Does it mean that they want to kill themselves? They want to self-destruct? They want Fulani to take them over? Is that what it seems to me that it seems to be this death wish inside some of them? That Fulani should come and take them over. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? I'm asking you. That is why everybody must support IPOB in what we are doing and support ESN. I'm telling you the truth. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad indeed. I do not know for the life of me. I have no idea for the life of me why things are the way they are. But believe you me, we are going to get to the bottom of it. Fulani can try as much as possible to distort this very reality of their aggression. If you know that girl called Kadira Ahmed, if you know Garba Shehu, if you know any of the Janjaweed governors from the north, go and tell them that in times gone by, they could have succeeded in using BBC to deceive the world. They can no longer deceive the world. The BBC can no longer deceive the world on behalf of Fulani terrorists. This very narrative they are trying to peddle, this false narrative they are peddling, that they are the victims, must be quashed by everybody. Quashed, because they are lying. They are lying. There is nothing like, I tweeted it, there is nothing like a header farmer crisis. No. How can you have a, okay, Wole Soyinka was in his house and you drove cattle all the way from Katsina into his house and you're telling me there's a header farmer clash. Who are the people looking for trouble? Is it not those that brought cattle into his farm? I don't, hey, black people, black, hey, God, no wonder there is no running water, no light, no good schools, no hospitals. How can people that reason this way expect to experience what good life is all about? How is that possible? You say there is a farmer header clash. Where was the farmer? In his or her farm in the south. Where is this head? All the way from Niger Republic, from Chad, from Mali, with cattle and AK-47. How can you say there is a clash? Why can't the media in Nigeria say that Fulani Miyetiala, that they are the aggressors? Because unless there is a saying where we come from, I don't want Bright to interpret for me. Can anybody interpret for me? Can you call your mother? Let me see if she can interpret this for me, please. If you preside over two people fighting or contesting for something, if you don't arrive at the decision where one person is responsible for the aggression, that means you're a deceiver and you're a liar. Because before they came before you, there was something. They are fighting. Two people are fighting. And how can you say that two people are fighting and both of them are the aggressor? Somebody must have started the fight. In the case of the zoo called Nigeria, the Fulanis are the people that started this very fight. Let us stop being very timid. Let's stop shrinking. Like a violet, we must come out and speak the truth. And that's what I'm doing today. To the hearing of the whole world. Fulani people are the aggressors. They brought death and mayhem. They gave AK-47 to murderers and to killers, to rape at will. Fulani people are the problem. They are in the army. They are raping Biafran women in the army. Fulani people are the problem. They are in the police, you know what? They are the ones who are destroying our people, you know what? Fulani people are the problem, and they will continue to be the problem. Where is your mother? I want you to interpret something for me. The world is listening. In English, I will say it in Igbo, you put it in English.
Any judgment without any verdict, that means it's false. Without declaring anybody guilty, that means it's false. It's a false judgment.
It's a false judgment.
And it's not true.
It is not true. Any time you adjudicate or you preside over two people fighting, somebody must have started that fight. Is that correct? Whoever started that fight should be blamed for it and not the victim. You cannot come to a fight and say, oh, as they're doing now in this, oh, they are fighting now. Let's resolve it. Who is the architect? Who is the instigator of the fight in the first place? They are the ones causing trouble. They are the ones carrying AK-47. They are the ones in the police. They are in the army. Every security apparatus, they control it. Everybody from top to bottom. There is no Fulani standing trial anywhere. They said, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, bring out all the Fulani who are standing trial. No, not one person. They cannot produce one. Not one single soul. Thank you very much. Thank you. Not one single soul. Not one single soul were they able to produce. That is why, as I was warning all of you, when the late Buhari was appointing his brothers, his cousins, none of you people forgot federal character. All of a sudden, the same federal character that some people used to undermine Jonathan, the same federal character. All of a sudden, all of you kept quiet. That was when it dawned on me that you Nigerians, you are cowards. You only fight people who cannot subdue or subjugate you. We are the only ones that faced the monster, Fulani Janjaweedism. Only IPOB did in the whole zoo. Only IPOB did. No other entity. Only IPOB and the grace of God Almighty in heaven. And we said no to Fulani Janjaweedism, and we are still saying no to it. And we are saying no even to the damnable Zoological Republic. If you are in Nigeria, your land will be gone. If you remain in Nigeria, Fulani will take your village. Fulani will take your forest. They will take it. If you don't know, let me remind you. Let me remind you. That is something that you must know. That is why they don't like. That is why Facebook doesn't. Yoruba people working for Facebook. That's why they don't like us. Can I not say the truth? I must say the truth. It has to be spoken. It has to be spoken. It has to be spoken. They want to take our land. They think they're smart. Nnamdi Kanu jumped back. But you were the ones that sent soldiers to kill me. You went to court and you testified that you were chasing a truck laden with explosives into my compound. That was what you said. The same people who now come out on channels. He's the worst criminal ever. He helped him and he fled. Do you see how Fulani is trying to twist the truth? And all of you, anyway, you're in this OG. They twist it and then you fall for it. You fall for it. All of you were there. The people that went to, journalists that went to school, they write proscribed. You ask Nigeria, why did you proscribe IPOB? Because they are fighting for independence. Have you heard anything more ridiculous than that? How about those with AK-47, those who are killing? Oh no, leave them. IPOB's crime is greater than theirs. And I want to let you people understand what the consequences are when you see the truth and you keep quiet. When you support evil for either economic or political expediency because you want to make money for your family, all of you will die. I told you people, if you do not give us Biafra, Somalia will be a paradise so compared to the zoo. Go to Katsina today and ask them what is happening there. Somalia is already better than some parts of the Sharia North. You people, you don't know what is coming. And I now believe that Elohim that I worship, God has made people deaf and dumb. Your average Nigerian is an embodiment of stupidity. Everybody, if you refer to yourself as a Nigerian, you are a natural idiot. You have no brain. And God is going to deal with all of you. Before your eyes, oh, there is rape in my farm. I'm bandits on the road going to Lagos, Benin. They have blocked it. They have killed also Abuja to Kaduna. It's only the beginning. Ask yourself, why are all these things happening? They are happening because you are in one Nigeria. Any day Nigeria is divided, all this nonsense will stop. Biafra will be on their own, Oduduwa will be on their own, the Fan or the Janjaweed terrorist north will be on their own. The Middle Belt will be on their own if they want. You can see how Fulani suppressed them. You can see how Fulani dealt with them in the Middle Belt. They cannot speak. They cannot talk. Only if they're supporting Arewa Consultative Forum. That's the type of country you want me to be part and parcel of. Somebody wrote very brilliantly. Adedamola Adetayo. Let me tell you what he wrote. Remember this, their Ruga. You have forgotten Ruga. Remember their waterways bill. They want to take over our rivers and our streams. They want to take over our lakes. They want to take over every water reserve, be it natural or man-made. They want to take our land. What they did to Hausa people, because some of you are dumb, you are daft, you are idiotic. Of course you are black. Or what do I expect? This UG. They want, Mietiala said, this is a condition for peace. If not one or two people that I read, challenge, everybody kept quiet. Can you imagine somebody coming and saying, you have to give me land in your state. You must give me land. If you don't give me land, there'll be no peace. And the same people are coming out and saying that Fulanis are being victimized. I don't know where these people, I can't. Sometimes, maybe one day I'll keep preaching. You know, if you keep looking into the pit, a very deep pit, you may fall into it. I should stop interrogating the stupidity of a black man because I don't want to be as stupid as some of them are. This UGD, black people are useless. I'm being honest with you. They are useless. Some may say, oh, he's eccentric. I'm telling you the truth. It's a fact. If you don't agree today, tomorrow you will agree. Forget all the grammar. Forget all the PhD, CCD, FFD, all that rubbish. A black person is an embodiment of idiocy. Stupidity personified. How can you be there before your two korokoro eyes? You will see them. They said they want Ruga. It has failed. They lobbied and they are saying, if you want us Fulani to stop killing people, if you want us to stop raping your mothers and abducting your sisters, you must give us land in every state. Chai. And you still believe in one Nigeria. I have never seen this type of idiotic mentality before, honestly speaking. This Adetayo wrote, the Ruga on paper is telling us that the government will take our land in all the 36 states of Nigeria. The lands will be dedicated. That's why they want ranching. You know you do ranching now. From there, as Wole Soyinka said, people must reason and think. Soyinka said they came into my farm, and every day now my forest is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. That is what they will do with their Ruga. They put Ruga in your state. With one cattle, it turns to 2 cattle, to 3 to 4. By the time you know it, you have a Sariki. Sariki Gida Oka, if you don't have one already. Or maybe Sariki Gida over there. By the time you know it, you have an emir. They will tell you, no, it's only for the Islamic community. It's only for the Muslim community. Before you know it, the Eze of where will be killed. And Britain will step in and tell, oh, you're one Nigeria. After all, you have Igbos in Kano, in Kaduna, doing business. Why don't you allow them? He's one Nigeria. And then we'll be gone. And when we die and we face judgment before the throne of God, God will ask us, what did you do when all these things were happening? You will tell them that I'm a Nigerian. I believed in one Nigeria. And God will ask you, did you create the Nigeria that you believe in? You will say, no. Who created Nigeria for you? A fellow mortal. His name is Frederick Lugard and the girlfriend Flora Shaw. God will call Satan direct, there and then, to come and take you. No angel will escort you to hell. God will even give Lucifer permission to come and take you from where you are and go and roast you in hell. because that's how foolish you are. That's how foolish you are. I don't like pampering idiots. The government of the zoo, they want to give everything to cattle farmers. All your so-called politicians, none of them is saying anything. How can somebody come and say we want land by force in your state and all of you are quiet? Because they know you cannot revolt. They know you cannot fight. They know that when push comes to shove, you all run away. They know that it is only IPOB and ESN that I'm saying it without apology to any monkey. They know it's only IPOB and ESN that can fight. So their job is to stop you from aligning with IPOB and ESN. That is their job. Once they do it, they have succeeded. That's all they want to do. Therefore, they use all this compromise, the ganja with the TV and newspapers. And they'll be writing rubbish every day. And they'll keep writing this junk. And they will convince you eventually. Because of the effect of fluoride in toothpaste. That some of you are taking every blessed day. You don't know the meaning of it. But one day I'll lecture you on it if I have not done so in the past. The majority of occupants of Ruga that will be established in your state will be Fulani. And when they answer, but don't you have Southerners in Maiduguri? The Southerners in Maiduguri, the properties they acquired, was it with the help of the government? You see what they are doing in broad daylight. They are doing it now. You know, that was why I said, I have said this many times in secret, and I will also say it in public. We need unity in the South to defeat these people from the North. If we allow our parochial dispositions, if we allow our narrow-minded thinking, if we allow greed, envy, and jealousy to overwhelm us, if we allow this state of perpetual envy to eat